Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we've got free supercharging, a lifetime free supercharging deal. Now, I know this might not be applicable to a lot of people watching because I feel like a lot of the audience is US, but just in case you're in the Canada market, now we've got a brand new deal, which is free lifetime supercharging for your brand new Tesla. And we're going to talk about why this is important for the US market and maybe some of my predictions on what Tesla could be doing in the near future with incentives and everything. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And if you want to join our free email newsletter, you could do that down below in the description. Also on our website, we just added a new page with all the different discount codes to accessories that I recommend, also down below in the description. Today's live stream is sponsored and partnered with Aura, where you can protect your online data, privacy, and much more, but more on that later. And so breaking, we've got a brand new incentive in the North American market, not the US though, for a free unlimited supercharging deal. This is actually kind of big because yes, I know a lot of you watching, this might not be applicable to you because this is the Canada market only, but Canada is not that far from the US. And I'm not saying go to Canada and buy your Tesla Model 3 because this is the model that it is eligible on, but this does show us a little bit that this is in Tesla's wheelhouse for a deal to potentially bring, and this could give us some insight. Maybe I'm going to talk about some of the predictions that what I feel like Tesla could be rolling on the pipeline in the next quarter after the big tax credit ends. So yes, now if you buy a Tesla Model 3 from inventory, you can get free supercharging included. And before it was only like what, 6 months, 12 months, a year. I mean, we haven't seen an unlimited lifetime supercharging deal. Like I haven't seen it in a while, not even like Model S or Model X. The only one was like the Cybertruck Foundation series. To see this on the Model 3, the least inexpensive vehicle that you get on the Tesla lineup, is kind of an interesting and a signal for us to see that maybe this could be a deal that could be rolling out to other incentives. I know there's also another warning right now that right now Model 3, if you're looking for this one free upgrade eligible on eligible inventory, this does end in about 3 to 4 days from now. So if you're looking to place an order, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. If you're already getting full self-driving, then using our Tesla referral code down below does support the channel as well. And so what that is if you want like paint, wheels, or white interior, Tesla may discount that on the inventory page. You have to go to vehicles, then go to inventory right here, and then try and find a vehicle. But still, very interesting to see this with the different incentives, and maybe this is just the beginning of free lifetime supercharging. And hey, maybe we see this on the Model 3 in the US, or maybe we see some sort of form of this. I don't think we'll see this before the end of the tax credit. But at the same time, if we take a look at inventory for the Tesla Model 3, at least in our area, there's plenty of them that are out there. And so maybe we start to see where Tesla will roll out these free supercharging deals. But I guess that's the question, like what's important to you in terms of like, if we take a look at the incentive system, whatever, do you want a discount? Do you want a low APR interest rate? Or do you want free supercharging or even full self-driving? Do you want that for free? Or of course, you want a combination of everything. And so that's where I feel like some of my predictions, like with this, a lot of these predictions I feel like could be after the tax credit ends. I think Tesla, once they lose the $7,500 federal tax credit, they're gonna have to try and figure out what's in their wheelhouse that they can offer to try and entice people to make up that value for the $7,500. And so I feel like it's gonna be a little bit of inventory discounts, a little bit of financing promos, a little bit of full self-driving, and a little bit of supercharging. Maybe it's 1 to 3 years, 6 months, or whatever the case may be, because it's also Q4, and they do have to push those deals as well. well. So let us know what you want. Like, what do you think is like your top, like, what do you want as the highest thing? Of course, discounts and finance promos is probably going to be these, because there's no point in getting like free supercharging, but you're going to be paying like 5 to 6% interest. That doesn't make any sort of sense at all. But let us know if this type of offer, this unlimited free supercharging is if they brought that to the US on a Model 3, would that cause you to buy? Because, you know, when you do have a limited supercharging, if you're keeping it for that 4 to 5, 10 years, you really could maximize the value of it, and you can get some good dollars in your pocket as well. But, you know, congrats to anybody from the Canada market. Now it is available in that market for sure if you're looking to get it and everything. But thank you all for joining. I know one thing's for sure, if you're buying a Tesla vehicle, don't forget that you want to protect it as well. And so that's why I definitely recommend getting some sort of ceramic coating, paint protection film, or even tint as well. That's where our friends at 24K Shine in the Southern California area, that's actually why I was a little bit late today, is because they were taking care of our Tesla Cybertruck, putting a ceramic coating. At a minimum, I recommend at least ceramic coating plus tint. And so he's got a dentist deal right now. So if you want to send him a DM in the OC area, he's also mobile as well. You can send him a DM at one of 24K Shine. Andre is the owner down below in the description. If you're not an OC, I strongly recommend Tez Bros. They are a DIY paint protection film kit where you can purchase it with our discount code and save a little money, and do it yourself if you're looking to do that and save thousands of dollars. So definitely check it out, Tez Bros, down below in the description. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking.
If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data, like your addresses, phone numbers, from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too.
Thanks for that, everyone. Let's see who dropped by today. Cubano, thanks for coming in. Clutch, great to see you. And Jordan, thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. Dennis, what's up, bro? No, thanks for coming in. Is this incentive included in the Model Y? It's actually not in the US at all. It's only Model 3 and only Canada, but it still gives us a little bit of a preview. I'm excited for it because this might mean we could see a similar incentive in the US in the near future. Who won the giveaway? I actually announced it at the end of yesterday's live stream. I totally forgot who it was, and I also responded to them on the comment, but they haven't DM'd me yet, so maybe we run it back sometime before Sunday. I guess that's the next step, right? I mean, we should actually put like a time frame on it. Like if you don't claim within a certain time, then we just roll it back and run it as another giveaway after. In this next topic, this electric vehicle is getting an extension of the $7,500 federal tax credit. This is an interesting strategy, actually, and maybe this could be spreading to a lot of other electric vehicle sales in the near future after September 30th. What you guys know is that on September 30th, the $7,500 electric vehicle does come into an end. So if you're looking to buy your Tesla, you do have to not only order, but you do have to take delivery of your Tesla by September 30th to lock in and get the $7,500 federal tax credit. So if you're looking to do that, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. But Lucid is taking a very interesting stance on this. They are now introducing a $7,500 incentive for buyers who are not able to take delivery by the time the $7,500 EV tax credit ends in the US on September 30th. So it looks like if you place an order, and if you're qualified leasee places an order between now and September 30th, then as long as you take delivery by October 1st through December 31st, you'll be eligible to receive a $7,500 Lucid Advantage credit. So very cool to see. And this is one of the first OEMs or first one of the brands that I've seen do some sort of deal like this. Now, back when the tax credit was also ending it like 4 or 5 years ago, if I remember correctly, they did do deals, something like this, where you could like lock in the incentive. But this one, it seems like Lucid is fronting that $7,500 cash. So what we could predict from this is like if Lucid gets on board with this, if like maybe even like Rivian gets on board with this, we could maybe see, you know, maybe Tesla gets on board with this as well and adding some sort of incentives. I don't know if they actually will because they already are kind of a low cost leader. I mean, the Lucid is a more expensive vehicle. The Gravity is also very expensive. The Rivians are very expensive as well. But this is not showing that Rivian has locked in. This is just a post showing that you need to hurry up and get your Rivian before the 7,500 is gone. And so very interesting strategy, that's for sure. And maybe Tesla does some sort of, interesting move like this as well. Like maybe they say something like, hey, if you place your order before September 30th and you can't take delivery, sorry, you won't be able to get the full 7,500, but as like a courtesy with Tesla, maybe Tesla will give you half of it, like 3,750 or like 3,750 plus like full self-driving or whichever, to try and get people to get their orders in. I could easily see some sort of strategy like that with Tesla. And so let us know if you think that's something that you'd be willing to do, like give to Tesla your $250 deposit just so you're on the list and give them a commitment to be able to get some sort of valuation of the credit or whichever. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Lucid also released their Gravity X, which is their off-road type of vehicle, lifted with a roof rack and everything. I mean, very cool to see them taking it to the limits with some of these designs of an off-road vehicle. And it seems like a lot of the brands are going this with like off-road-esque type of vehicles and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments.
Now that you've bought your Tesla or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic.
Thanks for that, everyone. Dennis, can you make a behind the scenes video during your live streams or videos? Ooh, that's an interesting one. Like, I've never showed my setup here, but I guess some of you might be interested in what this actually, like the chaos that exists behind the camera and everything. Maybe I'll post a picture of the setup in the Discord, our super secret Discord, down below in the description after the live stream ends today. I'm heading to Tesla showroom to place my Quicksilver Model Y order, $250 deposit. Any tips for delivery or ordering process? Yes, I would ask them, the sales advisors, to see if there's any demoed vehicles that they can access that might have a decent discount that you might be interested in. And of course, don't forget to bring along your Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get your 3 months of full self-driving added, because they will not remind you, and they won't remind you to add it onto your Tesla vehicle and everything. In this next topic, Tesla will, quote, drop prices by $10,000 for the Cybertruck. This is going to be an interesting one for sure, because if the 7,500 ends and Cybertruck becomes, overnight 7,500 more expensive, what is Tesla going to do to the massive amounts of Cybertrucks that could be still in inventory for sales and everything? Well, Christopher Dungeon says, calling it, in an effort to boost Cybertruck sales in Q4, Tesla will lower the price across the board by a massive $10,000 to discover true price elasticity. I don't know if I would agree with this completely, because I feel like Cybertrucks have been selling at a decent pace. I mean, let's just take a look at our market area, because Cybertrucks does have 0% or 2.49%. And if you take a look here, the ones that qualify for the 7,500 are pretty much gone, but I guess the ones that don't, they will need to try and figure out some sort of solution to this. And maybe that is a bigger inventory discount, because if you do take a look at like Model S S's and Model X's, like the older ones, you can see like $9,000 to $10,000 off, or you were able to see $9,000 to $10,000 off. So I do imagine we could see some more inventory discounts and everything, or even maybe a price chop, because if you look at the existing price when it first released, like way back when, there was a Cybertruck that started at $39,990 when it was actually releasing everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. What do you think about the prices of the Cybertruck, and do you think it should be a little bit lower or not?
But one thing's for sure, if you're buying a new Tesla, it does not come with this, and that's a set of all-weather floor mats. My favorite set so far right now is a set by 3W Liners, and I've tried all the different floor mats that are out there: 3D Mats USA, Tasmanian, and a bunch of Amazon ones, and by far these are going to be my favorite set. I've got them in our Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and also Cybertruck as well. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, not only will you save 25% off and get a set under $100, you'll support the channel as well. So definitely check out our partner 3W Liner floor mats down below in the description, and let's get on to the next topic.
And if you're looking for 35% off their highest offer yet, they gave us an exclusive promo code, DENIS35. So if you're looking for a set of great floor mats, we have them on all our Teslas, lifetime warranty, and way cheaper than OEM ones. Definitely check it out. Link down below in the description for the 3W promo code and everything. Dennis, we need your corgi in the video. Yeah, he's actually here right now. We went to the doctor the other day, and he's been cleared to go. He had like an ulcer in his eye, and they did a procedure, and he's actually good to go now. So it was a pretty long process. Like, I didn't realize how extensive ulcers are with the eyes and everything on dogs, and it's probably been like almost 2 to 3 months, ever since July 4th. So almost, a month and a half at this point. And I think it happened before that, but good to see he's actually just hanging out right here. He just ate dinner and he's just chilling and everything. Deepak, what are your thoughts? Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. Don't they mean the same thing? Yes, Deepak, they probably do mean the same thing. I'm probably just filling words and time, space, continuums and everything. In this next topic, there's been a massive fleet of mysterious covered Model Ys that have been spotted at one of the Tesla factories. And this is an interesting move by Tesla, because you can see from this picture here, not only is a massive fleet starting to build up, there is a nice wall all around it as well to cover up or try and hide it on top of that. And so the question is here, what vehicle is this? Is this the Model Y affordable? Is it the Model Y Performance? Is it going to be the Model Y L that's also supposed to be coming out as well? I mean, it's very hard to see from this distance and everything, but I guess if I had to guess, what I think is going to be happening in the near future, now that the Model Y L is already essentially out, China has already released it, and of course it does have to release to other markets, I think this might actually be the Model Y Performance, and I think we are not going to get a release from the Model Y Performance in the US first. We for some reason never do. I think we're going to get a Model Y Performance release in the Europe market first, and then after that we get all three of them in the Q4 for the US. After that, we're starting to see more details, more spottings of Model Y Ls being covered and being transported to showrooms in the China market. And of course, it seems like they're going to be getting it very, very soon. And then I don't even know if they've actually even opened up orders for the Model Y L in the China market as well. But I mean, we'll start to see whether this is going to be a hit or not, and if it's going to be good or everything, if there's actually going to be demand for it. I mean, I would imagine because it's priced cheaper than an all-wheel drive, I think people are just going to go ahead and try and order it because it just makes sense. If it's cheaper than an all-wheel drive, why get a smaller vehicle with, all-wheel drive and bigger range, but you get more space? And so it's going to be a well-priced vehicle for sure. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. JD, Cybertruck inventory discounts are crap now. I'll buy if 10K discounts happen. Yeah, because it seems like there's like a bunch that were $8,000 off. They've pretty much disappeared at this point, right? And so now it's like $2,000 to $3,000. I guess once it gets back up to $8,000, which we could easily see in Q4, that's for sure. Gia, I'm about to take delivery of a Model 3 Performance. Curious to see, what do other Tesla owners do for spare tires since it does not come with it? There's actually a company called like Modern Spare. I think you can purchase that. It's like a small little donut, but I feel like a lot of Tesla owners what I do is on our Model X, we've got the America's Tire entire tire insurance, the hazard insurance, or like Costco has a version. And I just use Tesla roadside assistance, because when you get a flat, it's actually kind of cool. Like if you live in a decently sized metro area, if you get a flat with your Tesla vehicle, you can call Tesla roadside assistance. Tesla comes out and swaps your vehicle with one of their wheels with a tire and rim and everything. And they basically say like, hey, this is going to be $150, but it's free if you go to Tesla service and pay for the tire swap and everything. And so it's like a core charge essentially. And so I kind of like that, because I want to be on the road as quick as possible, and I don't want to be on a donut because it's not as safe as a real one. Clutch, would it be illegal if someone tried to take out the cover of these unreleased vehicles if it's in public property? No, I don't think it's going to be illegal. I mean, most of these times these covered vehicles are like moving around and they're not necessarily stationed. And so you're saying like finding one and then ripping all the covering off? I mean, I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet. Mission, do you think the Cybertruck will offer lifetime supercharging? I think so. I think Cybertruck in Model S and Model X, they'll probably get like 3 years of free supercharging back, because it kind of just makes sense. That seems to be an incentive that type of buyer actually cares about, of course, along with like 2.99, 3.99, or even 0% as well. In this next topic, let's talk about what happens after the $7,500 federal tax credit ends, especially for Tesla. Seems like Sawyer is getting a ton of DMs of people purchasing their Teslas, trying to get in, rushing and everything before the credit ends, which makes sense. Like if you're not looking to risk it for anything, then it just makes sense to just go ahead and place your order, lock it in with the $250 deposit, and then just kind of wait and see when Tesla actually has a vehicle for you and everything. But here's actually Sawyer's thoughts. Quote, I see some people thinking that Tesla and everyone else is just losing the $7,500 federal tax credit, that Tesla will just lower the price by $7,500 for vehicles that were eligible. But I don't think that's going to happen. In Q4, Tesla will likely launch the Model YL, the new Model Y Performance, and maybe something else too, which will help sales. If Tesla does lower the price for the current Model Y, it probably wouldn't be more than a few grand. And I kind of agree with this. I've also been saying, like, I think it's going to be like maybe at tops of $2,000 to $3,000 discount. But now that we've got like other brands like Lucid and everything starting to come into the fold and honoring or matching the $7,500, it is going to be an interesting time, because if a lot more of these OEMs and brands start to do this, that might start and force Tesla's hand with also trying to match something similar, just because of the public perception and everything. But that's why I really feel like, if anything, we might see like a couple $1,000 drop, or maybe they do nothing at all for a whole month because they've got all these other models starting to launch. But it depends on how quickly they can launch those models. Like if an affordable model launches on like October 1st, can they actually start to deliver those in like the next week or so? Or do they have to keep delivering the Model Y all-wheel drive, which has, you know, 2 factories ramping up and everything, or not ramping up, producing and everything, that will get them their volume that they need for sales numbers, if they actually care about sales numbers anymore. With all the talk of like AI, robotaxi, and all these other optimists and all the things, maybe that's not necessarily the focus for Tesla anymore, and versus sales, and maybe they're trying to pivot and be okay with some bad quarters of sales and everything with that. But of course, that's revenue, so they need the revenue and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on. Let us know what you're thinking. What incentives do you or are you looking for in the near future? Is it free supercharging, a good financing offer, discounts, or is it something else for your Tesla vehicle? But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. Sorry I was a little late, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.